Curtis Calhoun here with MMA News, and my next guest has a big fight coming up at UFC Charlotte. It's the hometown boy. It's Bryan Battle. How's it going, Bryan?
It is going so well. It's going so well. I'm happy to be here talking with you right now. I just finished a great day of training. I feel fast. I feel strong. You know what I'm saying? I'm just ready. I'm ready to get these next couple weeks over with so I can get in there and get in Gabe Green's face and get down to business. You know what I'm saying?
Having this fight be in your hometown in Charlotte, obviously it comes with a lot of extra excitement, I'm sure. But how nice is it not having to worry as much about, traveling and all that stuff and just kind of worrying more about the preparation?
Now, I'll be honest with you. The travel isn't ever really too much of an issue for me because, I've never had to, like, I'm sure it'd be different if I went overseas and it was like a really serious flight. But I mean, generally speaking, I mean, I've always fought in Vegas. So it's a flight over there. I still get to train that day. It'll make it easier for my weight cut because it'll make it easier to drink the water because I don't have to worry about water on and off the plane and everything like that. But the preparation wise, I mean, like you said, it'll be more comfortable. I guess that presents its own problems. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing and a curse because it'll be a little bit more comfortable, but I'll also be accessible to a lot more people who are going to be asking me, who will be attempting to take my focus off the fight, not intentionally. You know what I'm saying? But just asking about tickets and how you feel. Blah 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 blah. So, it's a blessing and a curse preparation wise, but you know, man, just thinking about. I tell you what helps me preparation wise is thinking about fighting in front of all my friends and family. That helps me out a lot preparation wise. Thinking about the magic that's going to happen on May 13th. So overall, great. You know what I'm saying? Preparation is sensational right now.
How surreal is it to not only be able to fight in Charlotte, but also I think this is your first UFC fight that you fought in front of an actual full crowd. So how crazy is that, and to come full circle and be able to compete in Charlotte?
Man, no, it is literally like not any kind of exaggeration to it. It's a dream come true. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of hard times, you know what I'm saying, where you're training and you're working a job, you know what I'm saying? You're taking out the trash, you know what I'm saying? I'm driving my beater car, you know what I'm saying? And, you get overwhelmed with life. You don't know how you're going to make your dream possible. And there literally be, times where I'd just be sitting there and I'd be crying in my car, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't because I was overwhelmed. It wasn't because I was sad. It was just because I was thinking about, this very situation where I could, come full circle. I could fight in front at the Spectrum Center in front of all my friends and family, make that walk down and, go beat someone's ass. So this is literally a dream come true. This is literally something I've been thinking about for a very long time, and I can't wait to get out there and make some magic happen. See, bro.
Having this be your, I think this is your third fight, if I remember correctly, at welterweight. How is how are you being able to deal with the weight cut now as opposed to when you first had to make that cut down to 170? Do you feel like you've kind of mastered it at this point in terms of the routine and all that, diet?
Yeah, so that's really kind of because it definitely hasn't gotten any easier, but yeah, I know exactly what to expect. I know exactly where I should be at this time. And especially because the two weight cuts I've done to 170 were so different, right? The first one was basically a perfect cut. We had a little bit of a hitch with the last, pound or so, but my last cut was pretty terrible. Short notice. I got sick the week of the fight, so it made it really hard to have energy for cutting weight. And so, I got to experience it on both ends, where everything's going how it should be, and when nothing's going how it should be. And in both situations, we got the job done. We made it. We got on the scale. And so, yeah, like you said, I have a lot more confidence in my cut to 170. There's a lot less unknowns. We know if things go perfectly, sweet. Nice, great. If something doesn't go according to plan, it's okay. We're still going to grind through it. We're still going to make it. So I'm just more comfortable with it overall.
Absolutely, man. And I got to ask you, obviously, Gabe Green is a really tough guy, pretty durable as well. When you look at his skill set, I guess, how do you see this fight playing out? Do you feel like fans and the media and all that stuff like make too much about guys being durable and having that, be a really admired trait in a lot of fighters' eyes?
Um, Listen, I mean, being tough and being durable to me, that is a what is the word I'm looking for? That's like something that's like a minimum requirement. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? We're fighting at the highest level in the world. And you know what I'm saying? Being really tough, being really durable, it'll get you so far, but from what I've seen, he's not tough enough. You know what I'm saying? He's not durable enough. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be the toughest fight that he's had to date. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be throwing a lot of things. I'm assuming that he's gotten better. You know what I'm saying? Every fight, where I will give him credit is every fight. He looks like he's evolved a little bit. He's cleaning up his technique progressively. He got the eye surgery so that he can see things better. You know, having vision makes a big deal. Um, but I'm coming. I'm planning on coming out there and putting it on him. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how tough you are, dude. I don't care how durable you are. You're not tough enough. You're not durable enough. You know what I'm saying? So if that's your game plan to be really tough and be really durable, then my game plan is to break you. You know what I'm saying? My game plan is to make you reconsider ever doing that again. You know what I'm saying? So if that's what his best quality is going into the fight, then you can expect a very one-sided affair. You know what I'm saying? Where I get to test to see where we can really see how durable this dude is. You know what I'm saying? We can really see how durable this motherfucker is because I'm be throwing fists and shins and feet and elbows and everything at this dude. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And one advantage that you have is with the team that you work with. Obviously, you have a lot of training partners that are kind of a similar size, so to speak, to Gabe Green. So, I mean, how big of an advantage has that been for you to get those similar looks that you'll probably see in the fight?
It's tremendous because it's just made things very easy. Like you said, I mean, one of the big things that after the Renat fight was it was like, okay, we've officially got to the point in competition where if I don't have a good look in the gym, or we can't force a square peg into a circle hole. You know what I'm saying? Like if there's not someone at that caliber that I'm fighting at the gym already, that means we have to go outsource and either bring someone in or I got to go somewhere where I can get that look. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean I have to go switch gyms, but I just need to get that look before the fight. And like you said, it is just a tremendous blessing having guys currently in my gym who are at his skill level and are pretty much by the tail of the tape, similar, virtually identical, height wise, reach wise, you know what I'm saying? Probably guys, I would say faster guys, more technical. Um, so no, I like the look I'm getting in the gym right now is sensational. With that being said, I would I'm not going to come out there expecting Gabe Green to look exactly like he was looking in the last fight. So I'm getting a good look according to what we know. But I'm gonna be ready to adjust and adapt to whatever Gabe brings to the table on May 13th.
I gotcha, man. And obviously, I got to ask you a lot about the top of the welterweight division right now. There's a lot going on with this rumored Leon Edwards Colby Covington fight, and obviously, you got guys like Bilal Muhammad, Gilbert Burns still in the mix. I guess where do you kind of see the top of the division, and what are your thoughts on the Leon Edwards Colby Covington matchup if it comes to fruition?
Um, well, it's kind of weird to me how much Leon doesn't want to fight Colby because honestly, I think Colby's an easier fight than a lot of these guys. Like I know that sounds crazy, but I think Colby is a part of that old guard. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like back in 2016, 2017, 2018, like him, Kamaru, you know what I'm saying? Jorge was making his push. You know what I'm saying? There was like a group of welterweights who were hot at that time, and right now those guys are kind of, the new guys are coming up. I don't know if Hamzat's a welterweight anymore. I know he talks about he wants to be a welterweight, but dudes like Hamzat, Shavkat, Renat, who I fought, me, Ian Gary, you know what I'm saying? There's a whole new crop of hungry dudes coming up. and we're all looking at the top, and we're salivating a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We're all of us young guys are a little bit bigger. You know what I'm saying? A little bit faster, a little bit stronger. Maybe don't have the experience, but I think if Leon does fight Colby, I mean, obviously Colby's dangerous with the wrestling and the conditioning and the pace and the cardio, but I don't think he has the. I hate to do MMA math, but I mean, Kamaru broke Colby's jaw and dropped him multiple times. You know what I'm saying? I have a hard time not seeing Leon finishing Colby with strikes in that fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if he loses the first 4 rounds, you know what I'm saying? He's always credible to knock someone out. Bilal fighting Gilbert, that's a crazy fight. I really don't know. That'll tell us a lot about Bilal. You know what I'm saying? It'll tell us more about Bilal than it will about Gilbert, I think. If whoever wins that has to fight for the belt next, you know what I'm saying? It'll be interesting, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be watching it, you know what I'm saying? Over here, we're gonna be watching it, keeping a close eye at the top. I mean, I know I got to do some more heavy lifting. I mean, maybe with some very impressive performances, I could climb up, but not in any rush. But definitely keeping an eye on those guys. And if an opportunity opened up, you know what I'm saying? We'll be ready to go. You know what I'm saying? And all the other young guys in the welterweight division, just like me, are probably thinking the same exact thing. You know what I mean?
There's been a lot of debate as to whether or not Colby Covington deserves the next title shot or if it should go to somebody else like Bilal. I guess, where do you stand on that?
I think I'm okay with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's no one else in the welterweight division who has a clear, like everyone agrees that this is the next contender, right? There's no one like that. You know what I'm saying? Like Gilbert, if anybody, in my opinion, if anyone deserves a shot right now, it's Gilbert. But even then, you know what I'm saying? It's not something where, his body of work that he's put up since his last fight is something that demands, it doesn't demand a title shot. So, like Colby, to me, it didn't bother me when Colby got the shot. Like, it wasn't something where I was like, oh yeah, like there's no way he deserves it. Because I don't really think anyone's current body of work is screaming, I deserve this more than anyone else. You know what I'm saying? It is more or less like, Colby is the biggest draw, and you know what I'm saying? Like, does he deserve it? But I mean, that's the game we play. You know what I'm saying? So no one's made themselves undeniable. So you got to give it to the biggest draw, and Colby's the biggest draw right now.
Last question for me, man. Obviously, we got to get back to you. When the headlines are written after your fight at UFC Charlotte, I guess what are we going to be talking about when it comes to your fight, and what are the headlines going to read after you get your hand raised?
You're gonna Man, they might talk about the brutality of the butcher. You know what I'm saying? They want to talk about how magical the atmosphere was. You know what I'm saying? I would talk about how crazy the crowd went when I walk out and after I go out there and put on the best performance of my life against this guy. You know what I'm saying? Everything's gonna be about me and what I did out there. You know what I'm saying? So, I love Gabe Green. You know what I'm saying? Once again, watching his fights, you know what I'm saying, is somebody that, I can get excited about. I know he's going to be a tough dude. I know he's going to be there. I know he's not going to go away easy. So that motivates me to, get to a place where I can put him away. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's easy or not, you know what I'm saying? So I feel really, really good. You know what I'm saying? Especially coming off the last fight. I lost the last fight. You know what I'm saying? That's the first time I lost a fight in a long time. And it was just kind of the kick in the butt I needed. You know what I'm saying? So, new and improved. You know what I'm saying? I got the hair like a Super Saiyan. I'm on a different level now. You know what I'm saying? We're constantly leveling up. So, man, I mean, all good things. You know what I'm saying? You could expect the city of Charlotte to be proud of their hometown hero. You know what I mean?
I love it. Well, Bryan, it's always great to chat with you. It's been a while, so it was great to check in and talk a little bit about your upcoming fight. All the best with these final few weeks of camp, and I'm sure we'll chat again soon, man. Thank you so much for the time. I appreciate it.
You have a good one. Thanks for having me.